Happy NBA trade deadline day. Welcome into Celtics Today by Chat Sports. Although Boston has been out of the media for all the right reasons the last couple of days, we know that last year Brad Stevens made not one, but two trades by the buzzer beater of the deadline. Will Brad Stevens do it again today? That's why we are live. Go on ahead and shout out your city. Let me know where you guys are watching from in the comment section down below as we are waiting to see the next 3 hours up until the deadline is finished. Obviously, the deadline is over at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so we wanted to go live 3 hours before that. We'll talk about some trades that have already happened. We'll talk about trades that happen the next 3 hours, and if the Celtics make a trade, we'll talk about it. We'll break it down right here live for you guys. That way you can get in all your questions, comments, concerns about the Celtics' future moving forward. Yug, Boston Bob are in here watching from Boston. Adam is in here. Brian watching from Virginia. Ty Chandler watching from Montana. Adam Wins down on the Cape Cod. Let's go Celtics. Pierre watching from Boston. Ron from Manila, Philippines. I got Leon watching from Manila as well. Sicko in Massachusetts. David in Lowell, Massachusetts. Carly watching from New Hampshire as we now have 100 people in our chat. I got 80% of you guys right now in the poll saying that the Celtics will make a trade. I don't know. I really feel like the Celtics' only move was yesterday with dumping Jaden Springer's salary, but in the same breath, because they ended up opening up another roster spot. Now they have 13 players in the roster. They're either going to convert to two-way players, which I don't know if Stevens would do that, or they'll use the $15 million they just shed from Jaden Springer's contract and maybe sign another player here today. Tyler is in here, MP Talk Sports, Boston Bob, Dan watching from Massachusetts. Yug really wants Walker Kessler, as do I. So let me ask you guys this. We've already had, one trade today? One trade today. It was Davion Mitchell to the Miami Heat. It was there anybody this morning? I know there was a ton last night. Obviously, Jimmy Butler is now a Golden State Warrior. Butler is out of the East. He is now in Golden State with Steph Curry. Do we think there will be more or less than 9.5 trades made today? Type M for more, type L for less. I'm a little bit nervous that today is just going to be, because the last couple of days we've been seeing blockbusters out the butt. I don't know if there's really anything left to do. Obviously, Luka got traded on Saturday night. The Lakers. Jimmy just got traded last night in the middle of the Miami Heat game. He got traded to the Golden State Warriors. PJ Tucker has been thrown around like a rag doll today. He's been traded 3 times in the last 5 days. At what point do you just lean back in your chair if you're PJ Tucker and just keep answering the phone? I'm not looking at houses. I'm not looking at schools. I'm just sitting here waiting until the deal is officially done, and that'll be today at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the trade deadline. Parquet, Dan, Brian, Yug, Boston Bob, Tyler, all going to say less than 9.5 trades made today. Soldier, Ron, Nicholas, Maharaj, they're all going to say more than 9.5 trades a day. We've got plenty more to talk about. We're live for the next 3 hours. Before we do that, let me go ahead and tell you guys real quick about our sponsor on today's show, which is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I'm playing Prize Picks every single game day, and I want you guys to join in with me. If you guys have not already, just download the app and just click more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money on a player's projected stats. And if you guys were not aware, the big game is right around the corner. Excuse me. And Prize Picks is giving us a free pick here with Patrick Mahomes. If you think he's going to have at least one passing yard, well, then you win. If you guys have ever actually seen Patty Mahomes play football, well, you know this is going to hit. All right, so if you guys want to go ahead and check out the Patrick Mahomes free pick, go ahead and do so right now by downloading the Prize Picks app using promo code This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the PrizePicks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game. We have 125 people watching in here, but we have 23 likes. Embarrassing. We have 102 less likes than viewers right now. I need you guys to go on ahead and hit that like button for me if you guys have not already. If you want the Boston Celtics to make a trade like this video, we have to have at least 50% like to viewer ratio, or else my bosses yell at Allie. And we don't want that to happen now, do we? Jesse, should we get time with lower back time Lord? Are you talking about Time Lord? Robert Williams? Is that what we're doing? Gershon Yabusele, should we sign him? Yes, we should sign Yabusele. That is my backup trade target for the Boston Celtics. My number one trade target is obviously Walker Kessler, but we can talk about that a little bit later. Trill, Sicko, Wolf Shark Kid, trade Tillman for Yabo. Which, I like, but I think it's just tough when you want to make a trade with somebody with the Philadelphia 76ers, considering they are technically a rival. What do you say, Chugs? Would you trade for Gershon Yabusele?
I just don't know if that's the piece that gets you over the edge at this moment.
Yeah.
I do think he is somebody who could, come in and give you some valuable minutes, but I mean, is he somebody that's a difference maker? I don't know.
Should we trade for Jalen Green?
The Rockets, Jalen Green?
The Rockets, Jalen Green, yes.
I mean, Tatum for Green straight up. Who says no?
I say no.
The quesadillas and stuff are here.
I say no. Ooh, spicy. Quesadillas are here, per Jeremy Chugs.
Just for you, Lopez. Yeah. It's gotta be racist. There's gotta be some racism in there.
Has to be. We're 12 likes away from 50. Name a player that will get traded today. We've got a whole breakdown, a whole list of players that have been traded, players that could be traded, including a Nick Claxton, a Vucevic, if he will end up going to the Warriors as well with Jimmy Butler. I don't know. I feel like the Miami Heat, the Warriors, and the Lakers should be done. I think they have made so many trades. They got rid of Dalton Connect, which is insane. But they got Mark Williams, so it does make sense. But I did not think Dalton Connect was going to be the one that got traded. I'm going to be honest. Hoping Draymond Green gets traded. Oscar, greetings, Allie, watching from work in my lunch break. Appreciate you, Oscar, for tuning in. Michael Kiley. What's up, Allie? Love your channel and your takes. Listen, Walker Kessler is such a great talent, insurance piece long term. What do you think? I love Walker Kessler on the Boston Celtics. But here's the thing. The Utah Jazz also really like Walker Kessler. This is going to be an extremely hard player to get, and I don't even know if this would be an in-season trade. With Kessler, I think what Brad Stevens would be able to do is give you a long-term center, because you got to think about it. Kristaps Porzingis isn't... He's not signed past 2026, so he's set to be a free agent in 2026. And then Al Horford is 38 years old. We're not even 100% sure if Horford will be playing in the NBA next year. Walker Kessler is your future. He's 23 years old. He's dominant. He's averaging a double-double right now. But he also could be the Utah Jazz's future. So it would either take a crap ton of first-round picks or some Brad Stevens magic, to be honest, because it would just be a very tough deal to try and break through. What's up, Maya's World? Collins in here wants Cam Johnson. I would like Cam Johnson on the Celtics, for real. Tyler, as much as I want a big trade like Walker Kessler, I'm not comfortable giving up anything big to get him. I don't think we would do player for player because you have to exchange salaries. You cannot trade cash because the Celtics are well over that tax deadline. So they would have to trade away picks. And I'm okay with picks, to be honest. You know, I just, yeah, there's good picks like a Matas Buzelis, a Dalton Connect and stuff, but the Celtics are always going to be towards the back of the draft anyways. But if you guys want the Boston Celtics to make a trade, go on ahead and hit that like button for me if you guys have not already. All right, still tracking the NBA trade deadline. Trio is actually going to give 3 first-round picks for Kessler. Colin saying trading Drew is crazy. I don't think anybody's going to trade Drew. Tyler's in here. Picks works with me. Yug saying give Utah 2 first-round picks and Al Horford and maybe Hauser. We get Walker Kessler and a first-round pick. Oh, my God. There's no way Stevens would do that. There's no way Stevens would trade Horford. Like, this is the end of his career, man. He's finishing in Boston. And if they did, it would not be an in-season trade. I don't know. Maybe I'm more empathetic when it comes to deals like this in the NBA, and I just look at players, I'm like, you can't. Like you can't. He's 38 years old. He has 5 kids. He lives in Boston. Like, he's going to end his career here. You know? But maybe that's just, maybe that's more of the empathetic side in me. 171 people watching and here, 51 likes so far. Trill, trade Drew or White is a lose-win because Tatum can play his natural position. If we get rid of one of those small guards, do it now before they lose value. Nobody's trading Holiday or White. I'll tell you that. You can't actually trade Derek White right now because of the extension. So he has a no-trade clause right now. Drew Holiday, you could, but they're not going to trade Holiday. There is no point in getting Robert Williams. Time Lord is one of those unfortunate players that has so much talent and can be a win-now player at this moment, but he's so injured. He's so injured. And that's just the unfortunate part of a guy like Robert Williams. It's why he's not on the Boston Celtics anymore. You guys are going to see me checking my my Twitter and my social media all stream along. As 20 minutes ago, the Jaden Springer trade was completed, sending Jaden Springer in a 2030 second round pick and a conditional 2027 second round pick. But the Celtics have acquired a 2031 second round pick from the Houston Rockets. They gave up Springer, 2030 and 2027 second round pick. Now the Celtics roster stands at 16 players with those 3 two-way players, which is J.D. Davison, Drew Peterson, and Antoine Watson. That's tough, man. That's tough. Boston Bob is in here. Celtic Raider is in here. Tyler Williams. Tyler Ralston, Nicholas Maharaj. She's going to get a defensive big who crashes the board. Colin Richards. Crash out wants Day'Ron Sharpe. I like Day'Ron Sharpe a lot. He's very cheap. Got some potential. I think Day'Ron Sharpe would be a good move as well. All right, if you guys haven't already, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me. Help us reach 45,000 subscribers here on this stream. Be sure hit that sub button for me. 187 people watching in here. 57 people have liked it. Celtic Raider saying like and sub. Same as Boston Bob. Reminding you guys, if you guys are just now tuning in, to subscribe to the channel. It does help out. And please hit that like button. Where do we think Vucevic is landing today, if anywhere? I want to say that he completes a deal with the Warriors, but last I heard, the Warriors weren't happy about the asking price for Vooch, so I'm not sure if they resolved that. I would think that because they already got Jimmy Butler, you would definitely want to try and bulk up your roster as much as you possibly can at the last minute. because I do think Jimmy Butler is a fantastic talent next to Steph Curry. But you also just got rid of Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and Andrew Wiggins. So you're going to need to bulk up your... Well, Kerr's always been a small ball guy anyways, so I don't know. All right, we're going to walk through some of the trades that have already happened here. Get you guys up to speed. Is this my... No, I don't even have my freaking script up. Jeez Louise. It's been one of those days. All right, so the trade that happened last night, I believe, or was this the first trade?
This is the first trade. Do you want to go that way or do you want to work backwards?
Let's work backwards. Let's talk about the trade that happened today with Davion Mitchell. It should be at the very bottom. Yeah. So this is the trade that happened about 30 minutes ago. The Heat received Davion Mitchell and poor PJ Tucker. He has been traded 3 times in the last 5 days. They got PJ Tucker, a second-round pick, and some cash considerations. Now Davion Mitchell is with the Heat, and PJ Tucker, where did he start? The 76ers? On today's, I don't even know where I don't remember where he started. He's been traded so many times. My goodness. All right, and then I think last night, let's see the next trade here. Yes, late last night, Brandon Ingram is with the Toronto Raptors. I think this makes the Raptors a very, not necessarily a playoff contender, in terms of like a top 5, but I definitely think it gets them out of the play-in tournament. Brandon Ingram, you still have RJ Barrett, you've got Emmanuel quickly. I think that this team is starting to get a little bit more serious, and they're winning a lot of their last 10 games. They're on a hot streak right now. Poor Bruce Brown, he gets traded to the Pelicans. Kelly Olynyk, which was actually our trade target for the Celtics last season, and they get a 2025 first-round pick and a 2025 second-round pick. So they cashed in for Mr. Brandon Ingram. This was the big trade that also surprised me, is the Hornets traded Mark Williams. And if there's anything you should know about Mark Williams, he's an absolute dog. Mark Williams to the Lakers is scary. I think this makes them playoff contender. I mean, they already were. They're in the top 5 of the Western Conference. This is tough, though. This is a tough move. Cam Reddish and Dalton Connect. They traded Dalton Connect. I thought that this was going to be Laker for the next couple of years, but I guess when you have Luka, you really don't need Dalton Connect as much anymore, which sucks because I would love the Celtics could pick up Dalton Connect, but you can't do it right now. 2030 pick swap and a 2031 unprotected first-round pick. Here's the biggest trade of the last 24 hours. Mr. Jimmy Butler finds himself in the Bay Area with the Golden State Warriors. In return, Andrew Wiggins was traded to the Heat. PJ Tucker was traded to the Heat, and then he got traded to the Raptors. And then I do believe they're keeping Kyle Anderson. I think they worked out a trade there to keep Kyle Anderson. Will you do me a favor? Actually, this should be a 4-team trade. So will you look at the trade 4 and see if it has all of those details in there? It's not in there yet. Let's see if we have the full trade. 'Cause I know the Utah Jazz was also involved in this trade, and a couple of another team, I believe, maybe the Raptors. All right, we have a 4-team trade here. Jimmy Butler goes to the Warriors. The Miami Heat, they received Andrew Wiggins, PJ Tucker, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick. However, PJ Tucker has now been sent to the Raptors in return for Davion Mitchell, and I do believe Kyle Anderson will stay. The Jazz received Dennis Schroeder, and the Pistons got Lindy Waters III, Josh Richardson, and a second-round pick. So this was obviously the biggest blockbuster in terms of how many teams were involved, not so much in terms of like a Luka Doncic and LeBron James-esque pairing, but this took a lot, and we knew it was going to take a lot because Jimmy Butler, with the new CBA, almost no team could afford him without literally involving pretty much the entire league to make this happen. We saw Jonas Valanciunas. He went to the Sacramento Kings. The Wizards got a couple of picks here. Same with Chris Middleton. He's now in Washington, which is unreal. And I saw a tweet the other day that made me kind of giggle, and it was like all these Bucks fans are out here saying, wait till we get Chris Middleton back. Wait till Chris Middleton is healthy. Well, now he's not on your team. But they did get Kyle Kuzma. So I'm actually very happy for Kuz. I think that was a situation that he needed to get out of. I think that he needed to leave Washington. So now that Kuzma's in Milwaukee, I think that's going to be a really good match there with Dame and Giannis. Daniel Tice, who was actually a trade target for myself and the Celtics, he now goes to the OKC Thunder. I am getting a little bit nervous about the Thunder, I'm going to be honest. They are lethal. And Chet Holmgren is active. He just got elevated from the injury report, and now you have Daniel Tice on their team. I mean, I really do think it'll still be the Celtics and OKC in the finals, but that's going to be a tough 7-game series. And of course, Jaden Springer. The Celtics were involved yesterday in trade details. We did end up salary dumping 2031 second-round pick. And the Rockets do get a 2030, a 2027 second-round pick, and Jaden Springer. Really unfortunate. Really wanted to see Jaden Springer start to thrive as a role player, but when he makes $16 million he makes $4 million annually, it was too much money for the Celtics to really not even be able to rely on Springer the way that they had. They only really started using him the last 5 games, so it's tough, but I feel bad because once again the empathy, the empathetic side of me comes out, and you heard his interview saying, of course I want to be here. I want a championship with these guys. They're my dogs. You see Jaden Springer have a phenomenal game against the Clippers. See Al Horford behind him in the interview, cheering him on. And the locker room, the media pool is surrounding Springer, and Jason Tatum's in the back just saying, speak up, Jay, can't hear you. It's so sweet when you see the team start to really invest in a player's growth. And then trades happen, but that's the name of the game. And I actually do think the Rockets won this trade. I think that Jaden Springer is going to be phenomenal and an Ime Udoka type of defense. You got to think with a Amen Thompson, a Dylan Brooks-esque type of defense. I think Springer could actually start to really thrive in that role. And, who's to say Brad Stevens won't bring it back here in the future? KJ Martin to the Pistons, and the Sixers got some cash. Here's another trade that also did spark a lot of interest. It was Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin going to the Milwaukee Bucks, and Chris Middleton and AJ Johnson going to the Washington Wizards. Still in the Eastern Conference, but Middleton in a Wizards uniform is kind of crazy to think about, to be honest. Was this 3-team? Oh, that's right. Later on, they did announce that DeLon Wright was involved in this trade. So when you do a 3 graphic, make sure to put up my name tag so it doesn't show that blatant line right there. So if you put up name badge right, that should fix it for you. Bucks, Wizards, and Knicks. I like DeLon Wright on the Knicks. I think that he's a really good defensive asset. I was listening to Marshall Green talk about a little bit earlier, and I didn't realize that DeLon Wright was shooting 37% from the field. So don't let him shoot. But defensively, he'll be pretty good. I do think. Drew is overrated by Celtics fans coming in from Trill City. That's terrible. It's a terrible take. Let me tell you guys real quick about our sponsor on today's show. That is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. Over 10 million active users are playing Prize Picks right now. And if you guys want to join them, go on ahead and download the app. If you guys haven't already, go on ahead and take advantage of that free pick that Prize Picks is giving you guys for the big game, which of course is going to be Patty Mahomes to have at least 1 passing yard. I've seen Patrick Mahomes play football. You guys seen Patrick Mahomes play football. Obviously, he's very, very good. That is a guarantee to help you win. So if you guys want to go on ahead, take the Patrick Mahomes free pick, feel free to do so. Also, little heads up, every single week on Prize Picks, they have new promotions. Every single Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, which is a discounted projected stat for a player to help you reach your winnings. And every Friday is Flex Friday, which is win or your money back guaranteed up to $20. I love playing the promotions, and even Prize Picks loves to give out random promotions, so make sure you guys are checking the app every single day. If you guys want to go on ahead and get started, just download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. I don't understand why the Celtic killer, Caleb Martin, can't leave us alone. I don't get it. We avoided him this past weekend playing the Philadelphia 76ers, but he crushed us on Christmas. And now we just got past playing him on Sunday. And now we have to play the Mavericks tonight. And Caleb Martin is now on the Mavericks. Leave us alone, Caleb Martin. I swear to God, they're just trading him based on the Celtics schedule. And I'm over it. I'm done with it. Quentin Grimes, you go back to the 76ers. Grimes started in New York, then he played for the Mavericks, and now he goes to Philadelphia. And the most recent trade that just happened, Patrick Baldwin Jr. going to the San Antonio Spurs for some cash consideration while the Milwaukee Bucks receive TBD. Thank you very much. Lopez out here working hard for us. Caleb Martin was cooking Derek White and Drew Holiday. Caleb Martin cooks everybody. Leave us alone. What is this one?
This is the one that was right before Caleb Martin.
Oh, anybody care about that one? They just trading picks. Oh yeah, this was a good one. This happened a couple days ago. This happened a couple days ago. I wish, if you're going to have NBA trade deadline day, and, obviously the NFL and all sports do this, I think it would be so fun if the NBA literally made all trades happen today.
Like could be in agreement, but
right. They have to announce them all today, and it starts at 8 a.m. Eastern time, and it's done by 3 p.m. Eastern time. That would be hellacious. And I think it'd be so much fun. Because this trade is huge. But it happened, last week? Or like over the weekend or something like that? Come on. Now there's nothing today. Now there's not going to be anything. It's just going to be trade picks and trade cash. I want Luka to the Lakers on NBA trade deadline day. I think that'd be so fun. But, who am I? If this would have broke today, nobody in their right mind would be talking about the NFL right now. I also think that the NBA trade deadline needs to be the week after the Super Bowl. Everybody is itching for things to talk about after the Super Bowl is over. Let's talk about the NBA, but now we're competing right now with the Pat McAfee show, watching Puka Nacua Bowl. Yeah, I want to watch Puka Nacua Bowl. You see what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. What? This was the first trade. Everybody thought Shams got... This was the first trade right here?
This is the last one we got.
Mo Bamba. Did you ever hear that song? Yeah. That was my sophomore year of college anthem. Was Mo Bamba.
That was high school for me.
Yeah, okay. You can... Were you 12? God.
Great.
Wolf Shark Kid, Tyler, Nick, Trill, Robert, Nicholas Maharaj, all in here with us. 280 people watching. Guys, we have 13 likes away to reach 100 likes. Go on ahead and hit that button for me. So if you want, we can go on ahead and go through Foot's top targets. And then we can just start going through some player bios and talking about some players and what it would mean to get them and things like that. So this is actually going to be a list 5 logo. I don't know why I have a list as a list 4. That's probably my bad. So here are Foot's top targets to be traded to the Boston Celtics. These are who I would like to possibly try and acquire. Walker Kessler is obviously going to be my number 1. And these aren't in any order, but Walker Kessler definitely is my number 1. The Utah Jazz center. Gershon Yabusele is going to be another objective here for me. I think that, being drafted by the Celtics back in 2016, yes, he's been in the league for 10 years, but he's actually probably playing his best ball right now. Taj Gibson, another center that could be a pretty good asset for Boston. Eric Gordon is a pretty shifty wing that we could possibly use with his catch and shoot 3-point percentage. And then Javonte Green, another former Boston Celtic that is currently playing for the Pelicans. Obviously, they just traded away Brandon Ingram, so they are making some trades, and they are active by the deadline. So I think Javonte Green, Walker Kessler, and Gershon Yabusele would probably be my top 3, and then fill in with a veteran in Taj Gibson and Eric Gordon. Jason L. Celtics have nothing to trade for Walker Kessler. We got a shit ton of first-round picks, my boy. A crap ton of first-round picks, my boy. That is what we would trade for Walker Kessler. Jamie's going to say Kessler and Yabusele. Tyler is going to second that. Trio City said that list is trash. Kessler only. Well, we don't have any money, dear boy. Okay, these are all under $2 million players, so keep that in mind. Drill City, Space Vegas, we have one of the most delusional fan bases when it comes to what we need. Why don't you tell me what we should need? Why don't you tell me what we need? Because I think you just said to trade Derek White. Okay. Celtics actually do need a couple of positions here. Obviously, backup center. I think Luke Kornet and Neemias Queta are great options, but I, as a lot of Celtics fans, do have some reservations in big stages for Kornet and Neemias Queta. I think that Kornet has definitely carved out more of a role in terms of glass cleaning and even finishing at the rim. I think he's gotten a lot better at his post play. But if you were to go up against a Chet Holmgren in a 7-game series, that might be a little, or Isaiah Hartenstein might be a little bit tough here for me. Neemias Queta, I struggle with Queta's court vision sometimes and his basketball IQ. I just think that he's either off or on. And I don't want to take that gamble in a playoff. So I do think that a backup center would give you some injury insurance with Kristaps Porzingis, and Al Horford's not playing back-to-back games right now either. So that would definitely be the number 1 priority here for the Celtics. Number 2 is wing depth. Definitely got to start building up behind Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. The number 1 thing that I've seen with Sam Hauser this year is that he's just been a little bit inconsistent, which is a huge disadvantage for us, because when Sam Hauser is on, this team is unbeatable. Unbeatable. But he just hasn't really been there this year. I know he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. And then number 3, because you just got rid of Jaden Springer, I think we could definitely benefit from a defensive spark off the bench. You still have your Pritchards, you still have your Derek Whites and your Drew Holidays, but to have that guy like a Springer that can come in and immediately start locking down a top point guard, I think would be a really good option moving forward. Celtic Raider, I think if we trade anything, it's picks. That or Xavier Tillman's $2 million salary, but yeah, I'm probably mainly picks here. Colin said, I think the only player that gets traded is Tillman. There are still a couple players under that $2 million salary cap that they could possibly end up trading for sure. All right, let's go through some of the trade candidates here, not just for the Celtics, obviously, but just for the NBA. I thought it was very interesting that the Warriors were interested in Kevin Durant once more. And then Durant actually ended this trade conversation. He was like, I don't want a reunion. I don't want to go back. And then what's really unfortunate is that you could have possibly traded Kevin Durant to the Miami Heat in return for some players. Maybe a Jimmy Butler in Devin Booker's prime. And I think the Suns just completely fumbled this bag. I think that now you got Kevin Durant, who's extremely pissed off because he almost got traded but didn't have anywhere to go. Bradley Beal, who is just not great. And you're still missing Devin Booker's prime. So the Suns need to make a move, and I don't know if it's going to be the right one, to be honest. Zion Williamson. What could have been? What could have been? He's just hurt. He's hurt all the time. How many games has Zion Williamson played this season? What? We're past 50 games now, I would say. I don't know like the exact one. Zion Williamson. Lopez, guess how many games he has played this season? 26? Guess how many games Zion Williamson has played, Chad, this season? We're over 50 games. So when you see those stats, you're probably thinking, this is a hell of a trade. Somebody's going to get, very lucky getting a Zion Williamson type of guy. Yug saying 18. Colin Richards saying 10. Grant Marino saying 15. Lopez said 26. Yug said 16. Sicko said 12. You're not off. One of you is right. 26, 9, 11, 7, 18, 15. Zion's played 15 games this season. 15 games this season. The beard doesn't work for him? No. I met him one time when I was working at the NBA, and he had like a bucket hat on. And I gave him a handshake, but I was like, he looks like Schoolboy Q. I was like, it's crazy. No, the beard's not doing it for me. He did play 70 games last year, though. He averaged 23 points, nearly 6 boards, 5 assists, not even a block a game, a steal a game. I just can't imagine Zion Williamson having a fast break. I can't. 57% from the field and 33% from a three-point line. I don't think he'll ever play 70 games again in his career. He's been in the league since 2019. This is his 5th season in the NBA. No. Right. Saints and Pelicans do have some questionable medical staff for their professional teams. I agree. But you also can say the same thing about Kristaps Porzingis. He's not playing over 50 games a season anymore. This is just, sometimes I just think, KP definitely has more of a basketball body. I think Zion has more of a football body, but it's tough, man. It's tough. Another player here, Bradley Beal. I just don't know if this guy is ever going to get out of Phoenix. They thought it was a hell of a trade, trading Chris Paul to the Spurs and Beal to the Suns, and it just didn't. What did it do? Didn't do anything.
He is the most irrelevant
Relevant. The name is relevant. I don't think his skills are relevant anymore. So much stuff. The no trade clause screwed him. Screwed Devin Booker. I don't know why Devin Booker hasn't requested a trade. I really don't. If I was Devin Booker, I would want the F out of Phoenix. They're trying to help him, and they're not making the right moves. Like, I just think that Booker would go somewhere else at some point. Butler and Durant and Booker should absolutely be in Phoenix right now. DeAndre Ayton looks like Luigi from the Mario Brothers. Do you see it? Do you see it? I think it's the mustache that's doing it for me right now.
Yeah, I think the mustache is like one of the only things I'm seeing.
It's giving me a Luigi Mario Brothers mustache. Maybe that's me. DeAndre Ayton, another trade target. I don't know if they'll move him from the Portland Trailblazers right now. Yo, she's cooking him. It's a freaking mustache, man. I don't know if that's working for me. This is a dream guy I would like to play on the Celtics, but he makes too much money for us this season. But I think Nick Claxton is one of the best rebounders and glass cleaners in the NBA. I think he'd be fantastic. He's a very pivotal player around the post and in the paint. This would be such a great addition to the spread-out offense that Boston does contribute game in and game out, but once again, we can't afford him. But I am intrigued to see if Claxton will stay in Brooklyn by the end of the day or if he'll get traded to another team, but we'll have to wait and see. Duncan, he has a mustache like me. I have no problem with the mustache that looked like DeAndre Ayton's. It's just a little jump scare for me real quick. On DeAndre Ayton, per se. Du Bois, will the Celtics trade for Zion? No. Can't trade Zion for a bag of chips because he already ate the chips. I don't know who Trill City is. Is he a Celtics fan? Because he is hating right now. For no reason, my guy. No reason. We're all just hanging out in here. Du Bois in here. Tyler, Colin. Vooch, who we thought was going to be a Warrior, but Warriors are not happy about the asking price for Vooch right now, so not sure if that is going to be able to get done. Christopher Flores, will the Celtics trade Drew Holiday? No. No, I'm not hating Allie. I never liked your suggestion for years of targets. You love some Daniel Tice. We have no money. I'm not hating, but that's my favorite. We have no money. I have to look at $2 million targets. I would love a Nick Claxton, but Nick Claxton is like a $20 million player. We can't afford him. There are financials to this. No, I don't think the starting five is going anywhere. I don't think the starting five will stay together forever. I think if they don't win the championship back-to-back, I think somebody from the starting five will get traded because we are so well over the luxury tax apron that the Celtics legitimately can't keep those players forever. And I would assume it'd probably be a Holiday down the line. Maybe a Porzingis because we haven't extended him past 2026. So maybe we can just try and trade him before the free agent market. But I don't think it's going to be an end season. That'd be too much for Boston. Because you got to think, this is the only team that has played with the same lineup for the last 2 seasons. Everybody else has to adjust to new players coming in and moving around. Boston would have to adjust 10 times as much because they have played over 150 games together. That would be too much of an in-season adjustment, in my opinion. Jason Dyer in here saying F. Rolly, David, Ron, Space, Carly, Tyler. Lopez goes, what'd Rolly do? It's an inside joke. Everybody here at Chat Sports, just F. Rolly, it's just a thing. God, there's a crap ton of people at Radio Row for the Super Bowl. Chat Sports is there too. George Kittle rocking a Little Caesars shirt. And that product placement. It is kind of a fire show, I will be honest. Oh, Pat McAfee hit a woman with a ball. Who is he talking to? All right. Is there anything else that's happened here so far? No other trades. No other trades. As of right now. And I don't know if the Boston Celtics will make any more trades. Robert Williams III, obviously, he can be a trade candidate. He's not coming back to Boston. Williams, one of those unfortunate players, has so much talent, but the injuries, man. The injuries. Yeah, Claxton's a $27 million player. That's worse. That's worse than what I even thought. You hate that for Robert Williams, 5.5 points a game, 6 boards. TBT, but if he stays healthy, it's a different option. Oh, dude, Lopez is out here trying to make us cry right now. Back-to-back Time Lord and Marcus Smart trade candidates? Oh, he got a haircut. Oh, he got a little buzz cut. I didn't even realize that. Wow. Marcus Smart. What it would take. I really do hope that hope that Brad Stevens ends up signing Marcus Smart to like a one-day deal when he decides to retire so he can retire a Celtic. I've seen that, obviously in the NFL primarily, but Marcus Smart. What could have been, my man? What could have been? Dude. I was just reading the lower third, the moving lower third on the Pat McAfee show. I didn't realize they had like a disclaimer. I guess I just never realized that they have a legitimate disclaimer about like, hey, these are just like guys talking sports, like don't sue us type of things. Oh God, yeah, absolutely. Jaden Daniels now talking to Pat McAfee, Rookie of the Year. Is that the Rookie of the Year trophy? Yeah. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. You could have made it like blue gradient. Like, what are you doing with an all black trophy like that? It looks like a shadow, like a vast, like, I don't like it. At least give me like a silver in there or something.
Silver's too basic. Kind of sleek.
You think it's sleek? Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. When the light's on it, yeah, I guess a little bit more here. Who knows? The matching jacket, the Pepsi jacket. Yeah, that is kind of tough. But it's kind of tough. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we do still have 2 more hours. We do stuff. And then we're back live tonight for Celtics versus Mavericks. It's going to be a long day here for Allie Barefoot and Nick Lopez, let me tell you. And guess what? I'm going to be yawning. All right, let's bring up some weigh-ins here. We do have a super chat menu, a list for super chat menu that we can bring up if we want, because your girl's already starting to fight it, man. Here's our super chat menu. Full disclosure, I have no drinking apparatuses right next to me. I can go get them. But this is our super chat menu. Let's rip a quick beer boot. There's a reason why it's $100, Nick Lopez, and that is because I suck at beer boots. And it's tough for me to do one. Amanda Levine, is it so cold? We're in the warm studio today. I was so glad when I saw the pairing doc, and I was like, thank God we're in H and not in D. I would have literally gone home and changed into sweatpants. Like, I know. I just had to plug in the TV. I'm just literally stupid, so just ignore me. 300 people watching, 124 people have liked the video here so far. I appreciate you guys. We are 50 minutes into this 3-hour-long live. And the Celtics genuinely might not do anything. Are these just random people walking by the show that they're interviewing? Or are these like
The one lady that was talking, that's
his mom?
yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. You see his mom for Jaden Daniels was like, he's not allowed to date.
Yeah.
Like, no girls, no girls. I was like, that's so cute. Good for her, man. You got to get that Rookie of the Year locked in, man. Locked in. 0 chance. Space Vegas and Trio are like going back and forth. There's a 100% chance the Celtics will get Walker Kessler today. Literally. Let's just talk it out. I don't know if the Celtics would do anything. All right, if you guys want the Celtics to make a trade, go ahead and like this video for me if you haven't already. 134 likes. See if we can get to 150. Still, nothing has happened here for the Boston Celtics just yet. Not sure if anything is going to happen. The last trade was 30 minutes ago. This has actually been one of the crazier trade deadlines. It just hasn't happened on Thursday. Isn't that crazy? I definitely wouldn't say, I would not say Walker Kessler is a 100% trade to Boston today. I would probably give like a 28% chance. Yeah. I would bet 100% zero. I would bet a 100% 0% chance that the Celtics trade for Walker Kessler before I would bet 100% chance they trade for him. The last trade was Patrick Baldwin to the Spurs. I can't stop yawning. Oh, God. Full 3-hour stream. And then, if Boston does not make a trade, we will do a mailbag at the end of this stream. Have you done a mailbag yet? Okay. We'll do a mailbag at the end of the stream. Just Celtics reactions, fans' reactions to Boston not making a move by the deadline. So, stick around for that. At what point am I going to stop yawning? I know. I feel like I just need to get like one good one and then move on, but I can't. They're all like half-assed, which is shitty. All right. Walker Kessler, let's speak it into existence. I would love to, but I just don't. I don't know. Literally. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me do this here real quick. What number will Walker Kessler wear in Boston? Guys. Can we trade that? Can we trade that to 4.5? 4.5 trades made today.
Not looking like a great line.
Let's trade it to 4.5.
Do you think 4.5 is? I'm still thinking
On 4?
4.5.
You know, that's fair. All right. More or less than 4.5 trades made today. What do we think? Type M for more. Type L for less. Sitting at 2. It might still be under. That's wild.
There's a chance we can change it to 2.5.
Literally.
A part of me would be like, it's not
Okay. All right, keep spamming that down below. Let me go ahead and tell you guys real quick about our sponsor, which is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. If you guys haven't played Prize Picks, go on ahead and do so by downloading the Prize Picks app. Using promo code CLNS will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. And when you guys get there, it's super, super easy to play. All you have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and that's how you guys can win up to 1,000 times your cash. That's right, up to 1,000 times your cash. Right now, you can play Prize Picks in over 30 different states, including Cali, Georgia, Florida, and Texas. So if you guys want to test your skills, go on ahead and do so for the big game coming up. We all know what that game is. Mr. Patrick Mahomes to have 1 passing yard. Just 1. And you win. Prize Picks is making it easy for you guys to score big for the big game. For the rest of my picks, I ended up taking Saquon Barkley to have more than 115 rushing yards and Jalen Hurts to have at least 1 rushing or receiving touchdown. Feel free to copy my picks or go ahead and make your own. It's not just for the big game. You guys can do basketball, soccer, baseball, hockey, even e-games like Call of Duty. To get started, that's the even easier part. All you guys have to do is download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Don't even need to win the lineup to get the $50. It is guaranteed. Download the Prize Picks app today. Prize Picks. Run your game. Maybe we should have a conversation, to be honest. Cool Genuine Phil reminding us there are 2 roster spots open. Dan the Man. Marshall has been traded for a donut. Who's Marshall? Is that our Marshall? Oh, we do have donuts today, so maybe that was it. Boston Bob saying more. If C's don't get Kessler, could we settle for Filipowski? Probably. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I would love for you to run to the bathroom real quick. Nah. Let me see if there's anything else. See if there's anything else going on here around the NBA. Nothing much as of right now. No other trades. Look at that. Jason Dyer with a $5 Super Chat question. Will Kessler start for the Celtics? What number will he wear? F. Rowley, blind bucket rules. Allie, you are the GOAT. Let's get another chip. I appreciate that. I don't know what number he would wear because I don't even know if we're getting Walker Kessler to the Celtics. But if we do get Walker Kessler, would he start? Yeah? Oof. Damn, would Walker Kessler start? I mean, Porzingis is playing some of his best ball right now. No, he wouldn't start. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Huh. What do you guys think? Would Walker Kessler start if he got traded to the Boston Celtics? What do you guys think? Over Al, probably? Well, Al doesn't start. Al comes off the bench. Could start Walker in a double big lineup and bring Holiday or White off the bench. Yeah, I like that. I could see that. Yeah, if Tingus Pingus isn't playing, he's definitely starting over Al Horford. But in terms of like the actual starting five, the Drew Holidays, the Derek White, the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and then Porzingis, that five might be a little tough. He could start on a back-to-back if Porzingis is off that night. Hell no, he's not starting. Walker and KP 4 and 5 with Derek White off the bench. I'd probably take Holiday off the bench before Derek White. We got a $5 super chat. Got $5. Asking a pretty good question on if Walker Kessler would start if he got traded to the Boston Celtics. Oh, I love Kahoot. I used to play Kahoot in school. Oh, yeah. I love Kahoot days. Those are my favorite. All right. Still no trades. All right. How's morale out there? Somewhere morale's out there? Yeah, I hope we do not trade for PJ Tucker. That would suck. That would suck for sure. I don't want to be his fourth team in 5 days, personally. I also don't think we need PJ Tucker that bad. All right, let's see. Ooh. Do you mind putting up the clock for the countdown? Do you know how to do that? So that would be in your third bucket, graphics 3. And there's going to be a countdown clock. Countdown box, yeah. So make sure it's moved, the graphic is moved above the cam right. Yeah. So do NBA trade deadline as the title. Do you know how to change title? Yeah. Well, no, you're going to click that little pen icon. Click that little pen and then click on the actual box and trade to NBA trade deadline. And then change the time. So we have an hour and 55 minutes. And then you can just start it from there. Or probably do an hour and 54 minutes, and then we'll start it in like 30 seconds. Does that change it? Yeah. All right. So click start in a minute. In 30 seconds, we'll click start. And then you'll push that across, and you'll just keep it up the entire time. No. You'll have to click that start button. Yeah, a little start button. And then you can push it across now because we have 15 seconds. And then you'll click start in 10 seconds. That way we know how much longer we have until the trade deadline is officially over. All right. 3, 2, 1. You want to see a start button? Where is the little start button? Oh, we're doing countdown from. That's why. So we need 53. 01. And then we can just click start that. Why are you not showing? Everybody give me a second here. We're just fiddly farting around. Why is that not changing then? That's super weird. Start on push maybe? Does that change? No? Okay. Give us a second here, everybody. We're going to figure this out as well. 0153. Does that do anything? No. Countdown 2. Okay, let's maybe try this. Countdown 2, we're going to do 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock p.m. Let's try that one instead. Countdown 2. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to completely, we're just going to delete it, and we're just going to move it back over, because this is, you guys are watching this all happen here in real time. Because sometimes this is just live television for you guys, or whatever you want to call this. All right, live stream graphics. Countdown box. We're just going to start over. How about that? All right, we're going to count down from. We're going to do 52. 01. Why is that not giving me? I need hours. I need 1 hour, 52 minutes. Oh, come on. Countdown 2. Maybe this one will work better. No! All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, my knees hurt, man. All right. Oh, God, is Trio really still being annoying? 215 people watched in here. 154 people have liked it here so far. Nelson saying trade Tillman and a second-round pick for Yabusele. Bring up Drew and J.D. Davison from the G League. Yeah, not terrible. I like it. Tyler, number 7, is Lonnie Walker still a possibility? Yes, Lonnie Walker is still a possibility. But I don't know if. I mean, we'd sign him for the vet minimum, so yeah, you could actually finish your roster today by trading Yabusele and then picking up Lonnie Walker, but I just don't know if that's gonna end up being the number one thing. I don't think Trae Young is getting traded, but I haven't heard anything recently. NBA teams are still making aggressive calls for Kevin Durant, though, so do keep that in mind. That doesn't apply to the Boston Celtics, obviously. Hi, will you help us set up the clock? It's not working.
Oh, yeah, sometimes
It do be doing that, and I don't have the time to go back there and work on it. We do currently have, yeah, NBA trade deadline is we're counting down to NBA trade deadline, and we have like an hour and 49 minutes left to go until the deadline is over. We are live right now. Everybody say hi, Joey P. I'd rather have Yabu. Yeah, I think Yabusele is a guy the Celtics could definitely try and acquire right now. But I don't know if Boston's going to make that move. I think right now everybody's just really focused on Kevin Durant, on the NBA trade deadline. But in terms of a smaller trade like that, yeah, Boston could pull it off. It would have been crazy to see Kevin Durant, though, back in Golden State. That one would have been crazy. Keep in mind, if we don't end up trading for anybody here, I'm still going to do a mailbag at the end of the live stream to see like y'all's reactions to not trading for anybody. So just keep in mind, we will have a mailbag at the end of the show, but not ready to ask questions yet, obviously, because we don't know who is being traded and or if somebody will be traded. Maya's World, babe, we hope the OKC Thunder don't trade for Kevin Durant. We are not winning the NBA Finals if the OKC Thunder have SGA, Chet Holmgren, and Kevin Durant on their team, respectfully. I am completely ignoring Troll City at this point. I don't know, his opinions are irrelevant. Michael Kylie, IDK about that. Allie Draymond would probably punch KD in the face next. I think Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green might go head-to-head here. I don't know. I don't know if they're boys like that. I thought Draymond Green would be traded, to be honest, and they should just break up like that big three altogether.
I think they're either going to be best friends or
they're going to either hate each other or be best friends. They might be best friends this season because, you know, it's like a half a school year. Yeah. Honeymoon phase. But I think like as time moves on and Steph starts to phase his way out of Golden State, I think Draymond and Jimmy Butler are going to butt heads about the future of the organization. No kidding. What is he, like 52? Like 36? I think Draymond's actually younger than Steph Curry, I think, isn't he?
He probably is, but I feel like physicality-wise, his body's probably,
Which is crazy. Hold on. Draymond Green is 34 years old and Steph Curry's 36. Damn, when you look at him, you know Adam Sandler is older than Will Ferrell? I always think that's so crazy to me.
welcome to the Celtics Today.
No kidding. And we're done. Okay, cool. All right, got a couple people working behind the scenes here to help us get this frickin' clock graphic working. Draymond is weighing the Warriors down. I know, I hate when Brad Stevens makes us wait, bro. I could have gone live 5 minutes before the end of the trade deadline, because that's probably when Brad Stevens is going to make a move, if he makes a move. Don't say that. Don't make us feel bad, chuggers. Yeah, buddy. However, we have 1:45 left. Yes! Shout out to Chugs and Joey!
The Chugsler.
The Chugsler. Get out of my face. Get out of my studio. Leave. Thank you, Chugs. Cool, genuine Phil. Brad surveying everything right now. Jason Dyer saying believe in Brad. And now we have a timer. You get your Awala. Well, now we have a timer thanks to the help of Joey Peterson, who got Chugs to come help us. And now we can let you guys know how much longer we do have. Brad waiting for the 11th hour to make something happen. Do you think he's going to do the same thing he did last year, which was make 2 trades at the buzzer, like literally at 3 p.m. Eastern time last year? I do remember. Jason Dyer says, we have a clock. We have a clock. Let's bring up that super chat menu here one more time. Let's see what we're doing. But will you change the beer dye one and do $5? Get your thoughts on screen. Because I don't even have my beard dye. You can keep the dye. I don't care. Just do $5. Get your thoughts on screen. Let's do that instead. Because I don't know where my beard dye went. Jason Dyer. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Celtics Today and click the bell icon to get new video updates. This way you can get all Celtic talk all the time. Super chat menu coming at you guys here. Let's see if we've missed anything. We have NBA Today up on the TV now. So we can see firsthand what's going on. If you guys haven't already, go on ahead and hit that sub button for me as well. The good news is after this, we get to actually chill for a little while, which is nice. Literally. I think it's just me. It's just Celtics and Knicks playing tonight. Let's double check. My nose is running. Maybe the Mavericks are. Yeah, I think Cullen is Cullen. I think Coop's going live tonight. Let's see. Let me see if he's going live tonight. No, literally. I'm going to see if he's going live tonight for the game. All right, Neem, realistically, I think Brad will get a wing from the buyout market / free agency, then trade X in the last second. We will have to do a buyout market video. Those candidates will be available later, but we can always do that after the live. E-Money, order coffee martinis. I would love an espresso martini. Literally. I wish espresso martinis were $5. All right, let me go on Twitter and see if there's anything heating up around the NBA trades. I'm not seeing anything really. No real new updates here. No. However, for tonight's game, Caleb Martin has been sidelined with a recent hip injury and was said to be nearing a return for the Sixers. But after consultation between both teams and league office, Philadelphia has agreed to send an additional second rounder to Dallas. Interesting. Okay. So does that mean Caleb Martin ain't playing tonight? I'll have to look at the injury report, to be honest. I'm going to go with Boston, but let me double check. Yeah, it's in Boston. Allie, any thoughts on the Knicks catching up to us? Got to win tonight. You just got to keep winning. The Knicks play... who do the Knicks play tonight? What's today? The 6th? Damn, they don't play tonight. It really is just us here. It really is just us going live today. Coop ain't going live. It really is just us tonight. Literally. Oh my god. The Miami Heat isn't going live either. We're the only ones that are doing a freaking watch party tonight. That is sus. So sus. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see if Anthony Davis is playing tonight. Hold on. Let's see if Anthony Davis is playing tonight. The injury report is saying he is questionable. Anthony Davis is going through a workout after today's shoot-around. He's questionable to make his Mavs debut tonight in Boston. I wonder if we can just, go home around, 3:30. Come back around, 5:30. I'll see. Drive-through espresso martini. Like a brew-through? Drive-through espresso martini near me. Marty B's Coffee in Bartonville, Texas, has a drive-through and serves coffee and cocktails. Ooh, should we look at the top 10 best espresso martinis in Dallas? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Number 1, Triumph Espresso and Whiskey. Number 2, the Henry. Number 3, Parliament. Number 4, the Library. Number 5, Il Bracco. 6, Goodwin's. 7, the Finch. 8, Electric Shuffle. Facts. They have a salted caramel espresso martini. It is so good. 9, Parton Pope Ristorante. And then 10, the Culinary Dropout. That actually sounds like a cool one. Super Chai menu?
Series.
A new series?
Go try all of them and rank them.
Literally. Let's pull out my top 5 trade targets here for the Boston Celtics and see if these appeal to anybody. So why are Mavs? I don't know why Mavs aren't going live tonight. Let's see. I guess so. And then Saturday we're live. Are you working Saturday?
I think so. I thought I had 3 days off and then I checked the board.
We have a trade. We have a trade. The Phoenix Suns are trading for Yusuf Nurkic and a 2026 first-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets for Cody Martin, Vasily Mikic, and a 2026 second-round pick. So Yusuf Nurkic goes to the Hornets and Cody Martin goes to the Suns. Huh. Yeah, Hornets aren't gonna be bad. Who else did they get? Oh, Dalton Connect. Cam Reddish. Yusuf. That's not bad. Yeah, I think Katie's gonna stay with the Suns. Unless they're just getting those picks, and I don't know. Yeah. Right. All right, we'll wait for the trade graphic to come through here. Let's do it. All right, while we wait for those trade details in our system, let me tell you guys real quick one more time here about our sponsor on today's show, which of course is going to be Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I play Prize Picks almost every single game day, and you guys should too. You can join over 10 million active players who are playing Prize Picks right now. And go on ahead and download the app. When you get there, all you have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you guys can win up to 1,000 times your money. That's right, up to 1,000 times your money. Prize Picks can be played in over 30 different states in America, including Cali, Georgia, Florida, and Texas. And they have promotions every single week, including every single Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, which is a discounted projected stat for a player. And every Friday is Flex Friday, which is win or your money back guaranteed up to $20. So if you guys like those, you can also find a huge promotion for the big game. I think we all know what that big game is. If you guys think Patrick Mahomes will have at least one passing yard, you win. It is truly, truly that easy. So if you guys want to go on ahead and get started, just go on ahead and download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. You guys don't even need to win to get that $50. It's guaranteed. One more time, just download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. You guys want the Celtics to make a trade? Go on ahead and hit that like button for me. We're still not at 200 likes. So be sure to help us get there. You are working on Saturday. How fun. No. See, yeah, it's just the two of us as a watch party tonight. Damn. No way, Jose. Unless you want to. We can break our vows together. Encarnacio. Name that movie. Still no trades here for Boston. Keep in mind, Brad Stevens did make both of his trades at the deadline last year. So never say never with Mr. Brad Stevens on when and what he will do by the NBA trade deadline. Once again, I think Yabusele would probably be the best option for the Boston Celtics right now, just because I think that he'd be the easiest to obtain. But Imani with the Nacho Libre. Samuel with the Nacho Libre. Yes, sir. We love it. Grant, that is Nick Lopez. He is our producer here on the show. So that is what you guys are hearing. I don't think it is. I think you can just probably hear through my mic. All right. E-Money said more songs, please. I am not a Bruins fan. I'm not really a hockey fan. I like hockey. I just don't watch it enough. Oh, be sure to put that trade clock back up. To the Nacho Libre smile, it definitely can't. It's like a... I think that's my best impersonation of it. An hour and a half left in the NBA trade deadline. Will Brad Stevens make a move? We don't know. 256 people watching right now. Be sure to hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. What will the Celtics do? Here are the latest updates for the Hornets and Phoenix Suns trade. Hornets get Yusuf Nurkic, 2026 first-round pick. The Suns do get Cody Martin, Micic, and 2026 second-round pick. So, Suns are still pretty active. Moving the needle. Still no Kevin Durant trade. Not sure if there will be a Kevin Durant trade in the next hour and a half. I mean, they've got to figure out a lot of details in that next hour and a half, man. And Kevin Durant is not an easy trade to get done. I feel like this is going to be a blockbuster. At least like a Jimmy Butler trade, like a couple of teams involved, maybe. I think the Suns are salary dumping, though. Getting rid of Nurkic. I wonder how much Nurkic costs. Let me look up. Because if they're salary dumping, maybe they could afford somebody for Kevin Durant, maybe. Let's see if the Suns... how much Nurkic makes. He definitely probably makes way too much. Let me see. How much do you think Nurkic makes? $18? You want to say 18? Nurkic makes 18.1. Yeah, he does. Nurkic makes $18 million a year. Man, Spotrak's already on it. Spotrak already has him under the Charlotte Hornets tab. That's wild. So now they have LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Yusuf Nurkic, Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, Taj Gibson, Seth Curry. It's not bad. I know, literally. He's so old. He's like 20 some years. Let's see when Taj Gibson started playing basketball. 2009! He's been playing since the 2010s. Oh my god. How long is... LeBron's been playing since... what year? 03, yeah. Damn. He really been in this league for a long time. 20. Yeah, right? 23 years. Damn, bro. Damn. Oh, man. My knee is killing me standing up this long. Team still trying to pursue Durant. So far, 3 trades have happened today. Uh-huh. Still got about an hour and a half. Still nothing. Oh! The Lakers. Oh, no. Never mind. Hold on. I saw Sintel posted it. So I stopped talking. No. What? What tweet? Oh, yeah. I read it, but then I was like, who said this? I had to take a quick minute here. The Denver Nuggets are a team to watch for Chris Boucher. 1 hour and 25 minutes left will happen. Not sure if Brad will make a move, man. The expectation, I'm told, is that newly acquired Anthony Davis will make his Mavericks debut on Saturday at home against Houston rather than tonight in Boston. So looks like AD don't want to play the champs again. He said, I just played them last week. They were tough enough. Maybe I'll just wait until I play Jalen Green and the Rockets on Saturday. He did. He went Nutty Palooza last week, actually. Bit of a difference there. He went nutty. So it looks like no Anthony Davis tonight for the Celtics versus Mavericks game. Looks like he is going to try and wait till Saturday. Looks like no AD tonight against Boston. No, literally. Let me check the Celtics injury report here for tonight's game. Celtics injury report for tonight's ball game. Drew Holiday is questionable for tonight's game against the Mavericks, so that's the only one that could possibly not play later today. We're 11 likes away from 200, so be sure to hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. All right, let's go through the recent trades that have happened in the last couple of days again for all the people that are now just tuning in. Yeah. All right, we're going to run through some of the trades that have happened here over the last couple of days. The most recent trade that did just go down about 5 minutes ago was Jusuf Nurkic to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for a 2026 first-round pick. The Phoenix Suns take Cody Martin, Micic, and a 2026 second-round pick as well. A little bit earlier, about an hour ago, Patrick Baldwin will make his way to the San Antonio Spurs and some cash consideration. And the Milwaukee Bucks will still have details TBA about what they will receive in return. Will probably be picks or cash. The Miami Heat sent PJ Tucker to the Raptors. Davion Mitchell will head to Miami. A second-round pick and cash will also head to Toronto. And then also Toronto picking up a huge piece here in Brandon Ingram. He was traded from, I believe, the last place Pelicans in the Eastern Conference. He'll go to the Raptors now. He'll join RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Scotty Barnes. I think that'd be a really good fit for Ingram. And the Pelicans do receive Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and a 2025 first-round pick and 2025 a second-round pick. So that'll be some extra assets for later this year. Los Angeles Lakers do receive Mark Williams. They trade away their first-round pick, Dalton Connect, and Cam Reddish, a 2030 pick swap, and a 2031 unprotected second. So Mark Williams, you are a Los Angeles Laker. In one of the largest trades by the deadline, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets is heading to the Golden State Warriors. The Miami Heat will receive Andrew Wiggins, PJ Tucker, Kyle Anderson, a protected first-round pick. Obviously, like we just said, they recently just sent Tucker to the Raptors in exchange for Davion Mitchell. Anderson will stay put. The Pistons receive Lindy Waters, Josh Richardson, a second-round pick, and the Jazz will receive Dennis Schroeder from the Golden State Warriors. Sacramento Kings get Jonas Valanciunas. The Wizards are going to get City and 2028 second-round pick and 2029 second-round pick. So Jonas goes to the Kings to be with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox is now a San Antonio Spur. Daniel Tice, who was a projected trade target for the Boston Celtics due to his $2 million a year, he goes to the Thunder. It's a really good backup option for the Thunder. They still have Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren will be returning soon due from his injury. And then they receive a 2031 second-round pick. Of course, we saw this trade yesterday. We made breaking news on it. The Celtics will receive a 2031 second-round pick. And the Houston Rockets will receive Jaden Springer and a 2030 second-round pick, as well as a 2027 second-round pick. This really stung. We knew it was coming. I do agree with the trade, but you really did start to enjoy watching Jaden Springer serve as a little bit of a defensive spark off of the bench. So that's a little bit unfortunate that the Rockets now do get a really good defensive guy in Jaden Springer, and he can't continue to grow in Boston, but ultimately we just don't have the cash consideration for him anymore. The Pistons will get KJ Martin and a couple of draft picks. The 76ers will get some cash. And then the blockbuster trade that started it all, a trade that we never, ever, ever thought we were going to see, is not this one. Bucks with Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Jericho Sims The Wizards get Chris Middleton, no longer a Milwaukee Buck, A.J. Johnson, and the New York Knicks receive DeLon Wright. I think Wright will be a good addition off the bench here for the New York Knicks. But the Knicks also made a couple of other moves. Not the Knicks. The 76ers also made a couple of other moves in the Eastern Conference, trading Caleb Martin to the Dallas Mavericks, and the 76ers do get Quentin Grimes. They get a sharpshooter off the bench. I think Grimes will actually fit in pretty well with Tyrese Maxey, and thankfully the Celtics get Caleb Martin out of the Eastern Conference. Hornets and Thunder. Hornets and Thunder exchange some draft picks here. And nothing crazy. Just, trying to book up some stock so they can continue making some moves. Another pretty interesting pick was the Spurs, Kings, and Bulls. Damn. Oh, damn. Damn. The Atlanta Hawks are trading DeAndre Hunter to the Cleveland Cavs for Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, and 3 second-round picks and 2 swaps. That makes the Cavs a lot better. East is not as easy. Damn, Brad Stevens, where are you at, my dog? Where are you at? DeAndre Hunter has been hurt off and on this season. Let me see how many games he's played here so far. Damn. We should have his bio, yeah. Or his player stats, too. Damn. DeAndre Hunter has played 37 games here so far. He's averaging 19 points a game, 4 boards, 1.5 assists. He's shooting 40% from the three-point line and 46% from the field. Yikes. We need front court help. Got to do it. We have no player buyer on him. Okay. Let me see. Damn. We need Brad to make a move. If you guys want Brad Stevens to make a move, go ahead and spam me in the comment section down below. If you want Brad to make a move. We do have a list 5 stat of, oh no, excuse me, hold on. That's DeAndre, not DeAndre Hunter. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we don't. That's crazy. All right, the Hunter trade is now in. Paul, Jeffrey, Grant, Samuel, Tyler, Robert Smith. If you want Brad Stevens to make a move, spam me. They just got Hunter, man. They just got Hunter. You gotta retaliate. Yikes. Yikes. I know, anybody but the Cavs, man. We do need some Brad Stevens magic. We need some Brads. We play the Cavs this month. February 28th. Yep, we play the Cavs this month. Call up Danny Ainge. Come on, baby. Call up Mr. Danny Ainge. I love that Brad Stevens is trending right now on Twitter. Come on, Big Brad. Come on, Big Brad. Yikes. 4 trades today.
Hour and 13 to go hit the over.
4 trades so far Today. Dang. Grade the Hunter. Grade the Hawks / Cavs trade. A, B, C, D, or F. Yeah. But I want to get some comment drivers in here too. 336 people watching. And we just saw DeAndre Hunter go to the Cavs. I don't know how I like this trade. How neat is it, Jim? Can we get Kessler for Kata? You can throw Kata in there, but it's got to be like, you got to at least give like 4 first round draft picks. Make a move, Brad. Make a move. We still have an hour and 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes for Brad Stevens to call somebody. Jeez Louise. Makes me nervous, man. It is starting to heat up. 4 trades already. I like the trade, man. I think it works. It's just tough. Just tough. Poor Georgia Niang. I would love the Celtics to get Yabusele, Walker Kessler, Javonte Green. I think there are a couple options here. Taj Gibson, Eric Gordon, those are just affordable options. They don't really push the needle for Boston, just adds a little bit of depth. Walker Kessler obviously is a needle pusher. Yabusele can definitely be, and Javonte Green will be more of like a little bench piece, but at least he knows the system. His personality, yeah. Yikes. I need something here, Big Brad. Need something here, Big Brad. Taj Gibson is trash. So is Eric Gordon, low-key. Should we sign Torrey Craig? Really? Do we think we should sign Torrey Craig? The man just got removed from the Bulls for betting on his own team. Do we really think this is the right move? No, literally. All right, an hour and 9 minutes left. And we need Brad Stevens to make a trade. Will you bring that trade back up here, please? Cavs definitely stole Hunter. I know. I had heard it for a while. But I wasn't sure if they were going to do anything about it. Contract detail. Sorry, I'm reading up on the contract details here. Boston Bob sending in a $20 super chat saying, hang in there, Allie. You're killing it. It's going to be a long day. We go live later tonight for the Celtics versus Mavericks game. Yeah. Even though Coop is not going live, even though he's the Mavericks host. Make it make sense. Boston Bob coming here with a $20 super chat. I appreciate you, Boston Bob, for hanging out in here with us. Oh, yeah. Get some on the green team, but the green team is in the other room. Let me go grab that here real quick. Do you know how to put your camera on yet? The producer role? All right, whenever you're ready, put on your camera, put on your mic. I'll go grab that basketball. There's Nat Man hanging out in the Raiders report right now. It should be in graphic bucket 1. Nothing. You just want to hop on the headset? All right, pull up the super chat, or just keep the trade. Either one is fine. Jason Tatum in 12 games against defensive stopper DeAndre Hunter. 27.8 points, 8.8 rebounds, 5.5 assists. What? Are you hopping on the headset?
Yeah.
Okay. No, like this headset.
Oh, I can.
So that they can see you. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab that the ball.
Okay, I can hang out with you guys for a little bit. Let me know in the comments what y'all think of the the Cavs trade for DeAndre Hunter. I don't know how Celtics fans feel about that, you know. I don't know if y'all were with us the other night during our watch party, but I'm actually a Lakers guy, so you know what? If we're going to prevent the Celtics from winning 19, I'm all for it. No, I think the Cavaliers are walking out with a good one in DeAndre Hunter. Yep, we're all tired over here. Smitty's not here. I got rid of Smitty. And Ethan, you hate us because you ain't us. Sorry. Smitty is no longer here. Not for long. We're on the road to 18. We're on the road to 18. Denver's not even looking that good this year. Not worried about Denver. Lakers ain't winning. You're probably right. Probably won't win this year, but you know what? Our future looks very good now after this past couple days. So, you know, can't complain. Like I said, probably won't get past the Thunder this year, but Luka, LeBron, Mark Williams, definitely not getting swept by anybody. I think they can push the Thunder to 6. Remember a couple years ago, everybody was saying we're not going to beat the Grizzlies when we were the 7th seed, but that turned out pretty well. Just saying. Till we met Denver, but you know, Denver's not like that right now. don't need best defense is offense. Just saying, if we can score 140 points a game, I don't care if Luka can play defense or not. I don't think they like me. I told them I like the Lakers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trash. It's a rookie mistake there made by Lopez. A rookie mistake. Alright, go ahead and spam Bob in the comment section. I'll put a new person here on the ball. I don't have a white mark anymore, so we're going to switch to black. You guys are going to have to deal with it. Alright, spam Bob. And we're going to get somebody here on the ball for free. Actually, let's just get 2 people here on the ball for free. Why not? Spam Bob. No new trades? Phoenix is continuing to make calls for win now moves while also receiving aggressive trade pitches for Kevin Durant. 1 hour left until the trade deadline passes. You can go ahead and put the trade top up there. So click trade top and just pick the most recent trade, the DeAndre Hunter. Okay, you can push that through. All right, let's do Jake on the ball here. Jake's on the ball. And then we can do Yug. Yug will be on the ball as well. Uh-huh. Right. Keep in mind, if the Celtics don't make a trade, we will do a mailbag at the end of this live stream to ask y'all's questions about like not making a trade, ask questions about other trades that other teams made, and how this can affect the Boston Celtics. So keep in mind, stick around. We will have a mailbag later today. So no Luka. No AD. Brad's got 1 hour. Brad's got 1 hour. Countdown is on, Brad. What is he going to do? Tyler, Pedro, Marcus on the chat here. 218 people watching in here with me. Excuse me, 314 people watching here with me. But we have less than 300 likes. So go on ahead and hit that like button for me already. And be sure to hit that sub button as well. All right, no other trades here just yet. I don't know if there will be another trade. I'm kind of nervous for it. Jake, Celtic City, Grant is in here. Andrew. Dancing Bear. I think that's Yabu's nickname. At least I believe. Quentin. Boston Bob saying hit the like. Wolf Shark Kid, the Celtics team to put fear in the other team with a trade. Oh, I just don't know if Stevens is going to do it. God, the Cavs are so stacked. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. Oh, God, that's such a good starting five. And we're still 4.5 games behind. That's so scary. That's so scary. Do the Cavs play tonight? The Cavs play tomorrow. They play the Wizards, so that's a win. But then they play the Timberwolves on Monday. Oh, yeah. The Wizards, the Timberwolves, the Raptors, the Nets, the Knicks, Grizzlies, Magic, Celtics. Oh, they got a tough little end of February. Knicks, Grizzlies, Magic, and Celtics. That'll be good. That'll be good. They did play last night. They barely beat the Pistons by 3. 118 to 115. All right, 307 people watching. Couple of other channels are live here today. Yes, I am. All right. Let me tell you guys real quick about our sponsor on today's show, and that is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I'm playing Prize Picks every single game day. You guys should too. Over 10 million active users are playing right now, and it's super, super easy to do. All you guys have to do is pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you guys can win up to 1,000 times your money. That's right, up to 1,000 times your money. You guys can select football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, and maybe even a little bit of esports. So if you guys want to test out your skills, it's super, super easy to do so. You can play in over 30 different states, including Cali, Georgia, Florida, and Texas. Not to mention, Prize Picks also does accept MasterCard. They make their withdrawal process easy and simple. I know when my Prize Picks hit, I can get my money in as little as 15 minutes. Fast, safe, and secure. If you guys want to join 10 million active users who are playing right now, then go on ahead and download the Prize Picks app. When you get there, that's the easy part. Just use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Don't even need to win to get those $50. It is guaranteed. One more time, download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS, $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Let's let Brad know we want him to make a trade by spamming Brad in the comment section down below. If you want the Celtics to make a trade, spam Brad and like the video. It does help. Do it at the same time. Nicholas Maharaj, Greg, Yug, Pierre, Boston Bob, Samuel, Wolf Shark Kid, Sicko, Tyler, Walter Flores, saying surprise us, Brad. Rockies spamming Brad. Greg James spelling bra. It's so close. Wolf Shark Kid, I bet at 2:15 he's going to make a trade. Ethan Gaming. Come on, Bratty boy. D1 Production, Shar Johnson. Jake J. Mondoon. Looks like he might make that NBA blockbuster trade again at the deadline. Ethan Gaming. Ah. All right. See if there's anything else going on here. Chris Haynes reports that Trae Young really wants to win and that the Spurs had him on their radar before trading for De'Aaron Fox. NBA Central, the Suns are likely done making moves for the day and will focus on improving their roster this summer. So will Kevin Durant not be traded today? If we all DM Brad Stevens on IG, he's bound to see that we want to trade. Does he really have an Instagram?
Yeah, I gave him one post.
Does he really have an Instagram? You know he ain't checking that.
I can find his Twitter link real quick.
That's crazy. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But do keep in mind that if the Celtics don't make a trade today, we will do a mailbag at the end of this live show. So have questions ready. If the Celtics don't make a trade, we'll talk a little bit more about what this means for Boston moving forward and how the Celtics fans reacted. And then we can talk a little bit more about the buyout market and if the Celtics can do anything with the buyout market this year. God, I keep refreshing my Twitter like every 2 seconds. 50 minutes left to go for Brad Stevens to make the Celtics better. Or worse. Walker Kessler would be huge. Be huge. I just don't know if we can do it. Walker Kessler would be huge. Does Walker Kessler have a Twitter? Is this Walker Kessler? See if that's his real one. Yeah. I just tweeted at Walker Kessler. Let's see what he says. Still no moves. I just feel like you have to retaliate with something with the Celtics, with the Cavaliers. Do you mind bringing up that live sub count and then doing the trade top? Please. It should be this screen. So do you know how to find this live sub count? So you're going to go to YouTube, or will you just go to my channel, go to YouTube Studio. Just click, yeah. And then go to Analytics on the side here. Click that one. And then click live sub count, see live count right there. And then you're going to want to zoom in the zoom to 150. 150. Yeah. That's it. All right. Let's see. 45 more minutes. Who do you want the Boston Celtics to trade for? Who do you want the Boston Celtics to trade for? Who do you want the Celtics to trade for? You good? Kessler, Yabu, Drew for Trey Young,
Give us a name that hasn't been thrown out there yet.
Jeremy Grant.
Creativity.
Literally.
Dude got settled. I saw that.
He got Centelled.
Yeah, because when I was scrolling for that Lakers tweet earlier, I saw that.
Steph did not request a trade. Steph did not request a trade. Ethan Gaming, you got Centelled. Where'd you see that? Oh, I see. Centelled. Yeah. I love that they like tag a fake Chris Haynes account too.
The Chris Haynes one is like more like
Right.
because then you click on it.
Yeah. It's because I think his like name is Crispy Haynes, and then this one is Crispy Hayne, which is crazy. Steph did not request a trade. It's fake news. Please stop talking about trade for Steph Curry. Kessler could be our 5 for the future. Yeah, we'll have to see. Cam Thomas from Brooklyn would be a good trade, but we just can't afford him, which is unfortunate. $45 more minutes. 45 more minutes. PJ Washington, Cam Johnson for Drew, Hunter Henry, can ball, trust. Is that Drake May? That's funny. What can Brad afford? Anything really, the vet minimum. He doesn't really want to trade Tillman or Shireman or Walsh or Kada. So you're just thinking a cheap player right now. Just a vet minimum kind of guy. That's really all we can do here. All right. You can actually try and change that clock now to take the hour out if you want. And just do 45 minutes. If we can get Walker Kessler, that'd be huge. But I just don't think the Utah Jazz are trading Walker Kessler. That's the only thing. Let's see. Trying to see if there's any like latest reports here on Walker Kessler. Last I heard, Utah Jazz had no intentions of trading him, so I don't know. Pritchard for Portis. Drew for Jeremy Grant. That's a horrible trade. Yeah, literally. 43 minutes. If they don't make a trade, we'll have a mailbag. And we'll have a Celtics fans react. I ended up putting Truel or whatever his name was in timeout, and I think he made a new account, and it's DeMarcus times 3. Because all he's done is talk about that guy, and he hasn't been in here in a long time, and he's saying, like, wow, man, you were right. I mean, hey, we're grabbing subs, so I guess I doesn't really matter. Tyler, Muwan, Marcus, Jerwin, Ethan, Rocky, Shar, Space, Michael, E-Money, Nelson, Nick, all in the chat here. 355 people, 255 likes. Help us get to 45,550 subscribers. We are 8 away. 8 away. Brian Windhorse says teams aren't really afraid of the top-seeded teams in the West. There's a lot of fear from the teams out there that these teams... There is not a lot of fear from the teams out there about these teams at the top of the West. Okay, that was stupid. All right. Will we make another move? No other trade has been made just yet. The last one, obviously, being the one on your screen, DeAndre Hunter. Benedict Mathurin. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. God, do the Brad Magic. I do think he'll make a trade at the deadline, at the buzzer beater. I do. And I wonder if, like, right now it's already in place, but they won't announce it. Because I gotta think, Brad Stevens likes that kind of stuff. He did it twice last year. Luke Cornett was the first free agent to sign this offseason, and they had already made that deal, but they announced it at the start of NBA free agency because Luke Cornett said, wouldn't it be funny if Luke Cornett was the first free agent to sign somewhere, and it was for the Boston Celtics. So he likes to do those kind of things. He likes the attention. Danny Ainge obviously has connections with the Boston Celtics, so maybe that will be the Walker Kessler move. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah. DeMarcus is definitely Triol's burner. That's funny. Yeah, it's me, dude. Yeah, I made a burner. I didn't even remember what that account's name was, let alone this guy in here. That's funny. That's really funny. I don't think he's going to trade Drew Holiday. Not in season, man. Not in season. The Golden State Warriors are the only realistic landing spot for Nikola Vucevic on the current trade market, per Jake Fisher. I don't know if I'd want Jordan Poole on the team, to be honest. Oh, he's literally about to be 6th man of the year. Doesn't make any sense. All right, be sure to hit that sub button for me as another trade. The Los Angeles Clippers are trading Terrence Mann and Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bogdan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks, sources tell ESPN. Another trade. Terrence Mann, Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanovic will head to the LA Clippers. Terrence Mann actually played pretty well against the Celtics last week. Not a bad trade. I like that trade. The Hawks are making some moves here. Literally, the Hawks are having a firing sale coming in from Tyler. We got plenty of time for Brad to make a trade. Plenty of time for Brad to make a move. Brad Stevens could be tuned in right now. You would hear 356 people saying, Brad, please. Clint Capella to Boston? I don't hate it, but I don't think we can afford him. Definitely can't afford Clint Capella. Hold on. Let's see how much Clint makes. Let's see if there's anybody in the Hawks we can afford. Hold on. Yeah, no, Clint Capella makes $22 million. So that's a no-go. We could afford Garrison Matthews. And Garrison Matthews. That's about it. That is what happens when you are well over the luxury tax line. Okongwu makes $15 million. Can't afford him. We've got another trade. Waiting on that trade graphic to be built, and then we'll show you here. The Washington Wizards reportedly had a trade lined up last season with the Mavericks for Kyle Kuzma that would have netted them 2 first-round picks, but Kuzma vetoed it. So now he goes to Milwaukee. All right, trade is in. No, literally. That trade's in. Perfect. Yeah, good point here made by Alan Hahn on Twitter. KD is going to make the trade market sizzle in the days leading up to the draft and possibly beyond. It's going to be the Kevin Durant hot girl summer. Here is the trade that comes through. Bogdanovich and 3 second-round picks, and the Atlanta Hawks will get Terrence Mann and Bones Highland. Bones Highland. I love Bones Highland, man. He's so scrappy. 35 more minutes for Brad Stevens to make a trade. If he doesn't make a trade, we'll have a mailbag. If he does make a trade, we'll make a video right here, live, so you guys can see what he does. And then we can do a buyout candidate video as well. I don't know who the buyout candidates are. Let's look at NBA buyout candidates 2025. Let's see if we got any buyout candidates just yet. Probably. Yeah, I'm not sure. Bojan Bogdanovich, maybe? Okay. All right. Let me tell you guys again about Prize Picks, our sponsor on Celtics Today by Chat Sports. 10 million active users are playing Prize Picks right now, and if you guys want to join them, go on ahead and download the app. When you guys get there, all you have to do is just pick more or less on minimum 2 players, maximum 6 players. So you guys can win 1,000 times your cash. That's right, up to 1,000 times your cash. Prize Picks is the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America, and it is super, super easy to play when you guys just pick basketball, football, soccer, hockey, and so many other sports. You guys can also do professional and collegiate players and teams. That way there is something for everybody. We know the big game is right around the corner. It's actually this coming up Sunday. So Prize Picks is giving you guys an incredible deal, which is 1 passing yard for Patrick Mahomes. If you think Patrick Mahomes will have more than 1 passing yard in the big game, you automatically win. This is an automatic guaranteed pick, so go on ahead and use it. Also, with the rest of the players going on in the big game, I will have Saquon Barkley to have more than 114.5 rushing yards. It's also his birthday on the big game, so that's why I think Saquon Barkley is just going to do absolute damage. And then I'll have Mr. Jalen Hurts to have at least one rushing and receiving touchdown. These are my prize picks. You guys can go on ahead and copy these, or you can make your own. You guys can choose right now for regular season basketball games, and all you guys have to do is just download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Don't even need to win the lineup to get the $50. It is guaranteed. One more time. Prize Picks. Download the app. Create an account. Promo code CLNS. $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Still no trade from Brad Stevens. Yeah, no, still nothing. Pull up that clock again. We have 32 minutes left to go. I love that Trio literally made a freaking burner account. And now he gets to do it again.
Oh, you banned him? If you would have said that it was a burner, would you have been like, okay, you know what? Go crazy.
I don't know. I don't know.
You would. I know it's your channel, but
Be sure to push the clock across. You got us all fired up. 31 minutes left to go. Yeah, I don't think Kevin Durant's not getting traded. Not today. Maybe this summer. His time's definitely done in Phoenix, but you said what? Kevin Durant?
playing third season of a 4-year $198 million deal.
Right there. We gotta get one more move, man. No new updates. No new friends. No new friends. No new. I know, no more Woj bombs. I miss them. It's not the same. I don't know where Shams is. All right, 30 minutes to go. Will they make a trade? Keep thinking of questions to ask in our mailbag if Brad doesn't make a move, but I truly do believe he's going to make something here at the deadline again. I think that's just how Brad likes to move. Sham bombs are... Well, what, the Kevin Durant? Yeah.
That has been the biggest one I've witnessed in my lifetime, I think.
Let me see if I can find the I want to see how many likes it got compared to the Woj bomb for KD to the Warriors. July 4th, 2016. All right. Kevin Durant's Woj bomb Kevin Durant will sign with Golden State. He writes on the Players Tribune. That got, I don't know. I think this one. I just think it's a bigger platform now. It has to be. So hold on. Hold on. Kevin Durant, this is Woj Bombs just saying Kevin Durant will sign with the Golden State. He writes on the Players Tribune. That's it. No graphics, no nothing. At 10:39 a.m. on July 4th, 2016. Got 10,000 likes, 16,000 retweets, and 620 comments. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be... Let me see. Let me see. Oh, this is the ESPN. The ESPN tweet got 189,000, but let me see Shams' tweet. The actual tweet. I don't even know where the frick this is. No kidding. Hold on, it's been a busy couple of days here for Shams. It could. This was on February 1st. Okay. Shams has 249,000 likes, 106,000 retweets, and 18,000 comments. Damn. All right, still nothing. Celtics have 2 open roster spots. Yeah, right. 25 minutes left to go in the trade deadline. Every time I get a notification, I'm like, is it? Is it Brad? Yeah, you need your holiday. I think if you don't win this season, if you don't go back-to-back, I think Holiday gets traded this summer. Or Porzingis. I don't know. Just with it depends on how... If Porzingis plays at this level and remains healthy throughout the playoffs, then I think you keep Porzingis and let him enter free agency in 2026. But I think with Drew Holiday... If you don't win, you trade Holiday later this summer because you got to get rid of some money. Porzingis is about 7 years younger, but he's injury prone. I don't know. I don't know what you would get out of Holiday. Depends on what he can do for the rest of the year. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom here real quick before anything happens. Do you mind hopping on the headset here again? All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom here real quick before Brad Stevens possibly makes a move.
I'm back. Okay, we won't talk about the Lakers right now. What do y'all want to know? Is there anything y'all want to ask me or just want to talk about in general? Anything? I'll stay right here spinning the basketball. I don't care. Hold up. I wasn't offering my opinion, Marcus. Joke's on you. That's fine. Watch the clock. I'm getting paid either way. Duncan, I am from the great state of Louisiana, right outside New Orleans. Great city. Ooh. Lucas on the Celtics just got traded. Fuck, no. No. I'm losing it. It's been a long day. Why are you a Lakers trade? Okay. I imagine. Citro night? I'm very bored right now. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. It's only, what? Not even 2 o'clock yet. Sicko, I am a Lakers fan because growing up, I was born in 2002. I'm a young guy. But I started watching basketball when I was around 4 or 5. And for y'all that don't know, Louisiana had Hurricane Katrina. So when I started watching basketball, the Hornets at the time, who are now the Pelicans, were in Oklahoma City. And just so a lot of the local games that came on were the Lakers because Kobe was big back then. So me and my dad would watch a lot of Lakers games. Dang, go crazy. Hey, I respect the opinion, Ethan. I respect it. Yeah, brought in Hurricane Katrina. Everybody's like, now my opinion's valid. I'll take it though. Hey. You're right, big Kobe lover. He's my GOAT. Huh. I think I made friends with some of them.
Still nothing. I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing Lonnie back. I don't think it matches up to some of these trades we've seen the last couple of days, but I mean, it's something, you know. Getting rid of Jaden Springer. They tried to get rid of Jaden Springer in the preseason and keep Lonnie Walker, but they couldn't trade Springer, so Lonnie Walker, they couldn't sign him because they couldn't afford him. So, I mean, they'd have the opportunity to do so now. I'm sure they've at least talked to Lonnie Walker, I would feel like. Right? I wouldn't mind Lonnie Walker. Like I said, I don't think it compares, DeAndre Hunter going to Cleveland, but if he can add some extra wing depth, why not?
Oh shit, another Hawks trade.
Another Hawks trade. Trae Young?
No, Cody Zeller. Are trading Cody Zeller and Houston's 2028 second round pick back to the Rockets.
Okay.
The Hawks are just doing it.
No kidding. Cody Zeller back to the Rockets and a draft pick from the Hawks.
No, I think it was the Hawks owned the Rockets.
Draft pick, yeah.
Just gave it back to them.
Okay. Traded Cody Zeller and a pick back to him.
Once that comes in, we'll get that up on the screen.
I don't know if Brad's going to make any type of moves here. I got no idea. Still nothing here from Shams other than Cody Zeller trade. All right, 410 people watching to see if they will make a trade in the last 20 minutes of the deadline, or will Boston keep the same roster for the rest of the year? What if KD went to the Celtics and they gave the Suns Jaylen Brown? They could start a rebuild. I don't know. I think I would just end the stream. I think I'd quit my job.
I saw one guy say trade Drew Holiday to the Lakers for Austin Reeves, Bronny, and some picks.
Get out of here.
If you really want Bronny, you can have him.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to need to trade Holiday to get Bronny. Keep in mind, we have 18 minutes left, and Brad Stevens did not make a trade until 3 p.m. He made 2 trades at 3 p.m. Eastern Time last year. So Brad works in mysterious ways. But if not, why don't we go on ahead with 10 minutes left? When there's 10 minutes left. Let me will you make a weigh-in to go right here, like an emergency weigh-in in that tab? We make a weigh-in saying, have a question, use hashtag Celtics. Have a question for our mailbag, use hashtag Celtics. There might be one at the very bottom of the emergency weigh-in list, but yeah, just look at it. That way we can start filtering in some questions for the mailbag if Brad does not make a move. "17 seconds left to go." Yeah, don't be disappointed if we don't make a trade. You don't necessarily have to. Celtics are still fine. So don't be surprised if Brad doesn't make any kind of move. Brian, I love that trade. I just don't think the Utah Jazz are going to go for it, man. Walker Kessler for Kada, 2 firsts and a second. You're probably going to have to do 4 firsts at Team Kada. And now that trade is in 16 more minutes. Keep refreshing my posts.
Dennis Schroeder is going to Detroit as part of the Jimmy Butler deal. So I don't know how that changed.
Huh. Where'd you see that?
Chris Haynes just tweeted.
Oh, okay. What's up, Alex? Dennis Schroeder is being rerouted to the Pistons as a part of the Jimmy Butler deal. Okay. Dennis Schroeder to the Pistons. Not bad. Yeah. The Pistons are trading for Dennis Schroeder. Damn, Schroeder in Golden State yesterday. He then got traded to the Utah Jazz, and now he's going all the way to Detroit. I know Dennis has been like PJ Tucker. Tucker's been traded three times in 5 days. What's up, Nick Howerton? How you doing, my man? Appreciate you. 15 minutes left to go. Brad, will you make a move? Let's see. Cody Zeller, the most recent trade here. Elijah's starting to have some doubts, saying, I highly doubt we'll be making any more changes. Just change that first one. Want to be on the mailbag. Want to be in our mailbag. Yeah. Are you on the emergency weigh-in tab? You probably haven't moved over the... Hold on. Here, I'll move it over for you. Oh, good. Let me move this over here for you. All right. So, with less than 12 minutes left to go, if the Boston Celtics don't make a trade, we are going to do a mailbag. So, if you guys have a question about the Boston Celtics, go on ahead and use hashtag Celtics in the comment section down below. That way we can answer your questions on our mailbag right when the trade deadline is over. All right, I'm moving over the weigh-ins now. Be sure to use the emergency weigh-ins. All right, they just got moved over. Let me know if that works. The first one should say, have a question. Want to be in our mailbag. And make sure it's not on read only. Does that look great? Yep. That's it. Perfect. All right, so go on ahead and put that new trade up there on the top. And then we'll push that across. $470 people watching, 11 minutes left to go. Ethan Gaming, want Brad Stevens too. I want to. Jerwin, I think Brad will pick up players from buyouts. A lot of decent players on the list. So if Brad Stevens doesn't make a trade, we're going to do a mailbag. So if you guys want to be in the mailbag, go on ahead, use hashtag Celtics and ask us a question. Like hashtag Celtics. Are the Cavs beatable in a 7-game series with DeAndre Hunter? For example. Yes, I already blocked him. Get your questions in now for our mailbag if Brad Stevens does not make a trade. The Grizzlies reportedly made a call on Kevin Durant. Damn. Damn. Muad, good question. Ask some questions in the comment section down below using hashtag Celtics. Under 10 minutes to go. Will the Celtics make a move? Will the Celtics make a move? Ethan Gaming, I love that question. Fantastic question. Let's get some more questions in here. Celtics. Love that, KW. Yes, thank you. Fantastic question. Jason Dyer. That's funny. Nick Howardson with a $20 super chat and an automatic question in our mailbag. Hashtag Celtics, even if Brad Stevens does not make a trade, do you think the Celtics are in dire need to make a trade? We'll talk about that a little bit later. Go on ahead and spam Nicholas in the chat. Let's get a new person here on our green team. Great question, Nick Howardson. We'll definitely use that in the mailbag. Seven minutes left to go. Uh-oh. 7 minutes left to go. I'm getting a little nervy here. Go on ahead and hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. Almost 500 people in here, but we do not have 300 likes. Be sure to hit that. Tyro, great question. Great question. I like it. I'll put Samuel here on the basketball. What's up? Super chats, you said? Okay. Six minutes. We have been live for the last 2 hours and 53 minutes. Seen some good trades here so far, but will Boston make a difference? Joey's going to come over here and help you. Sicko Smitty is hosting the Warriors channel. Benjamin, Muad, Tiro, E Money, Boston Bob, Tyler is in here. Waiting to see if Brad Stevens has anything up his sleeve for the last couple of minutes. We help him pull mailbag questions, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Celtics City coming in with a $20 super chat and automatic guaranteed mailbag question. Hashtag Celtics, I can see its Western Conference teams making a majority of moves. Do you think it actually benefits Boston because we only see the Western Conference team about 1 to 2 times a year? I love that question, Celtic City. Appreciate ya. Going ahead and spam Celts in the comment section. That way we can get one new here on the ball, courtesy of Celtic City. Oh my God, Marcus Smart's back on the move. Marcus Smart is back on the move. Damn. Shams Charania tweeting out that Marcus Smart is being traded to the Washington Wizards. The Memphis Grizzlies are trading Marcus Smart and a 2025 first-round pick to the Washington Wizards in a multi-team trade that sends 2 second-round picks to Memphis. Memphis creates roster flexibilities with this move. So now they have Chris Middleton, Yusuf Nurkic. No, Yusuf Nurkic went to the Hornets. Wizards got Chris Middleton, Marcus Smart.
People keep asking.
That's crazy.
Yep. All good.
So it's all good now? All right. Nick Howardson, Celtics. Holiday and White are a duo made in heaven on defense for the Celtics. Do you think the Celtics could create another duo in rim protection and joining KP in the paint? I would hope so. The Los Angeles Clippers are trading Kevin Porter Jr. to the Milwaukee Bucks. I know, right? Clippers traded Kevin Porter Jr. Memphis Grizzlies traded Marcus Smart. That trade is in. Yeah. Wow, Kevin Porter Jr. to the Bucks. That's tough. Smart went to the Washington Wizards. Smart went to the Washington Wizards. The Phoenix Suns have informed all teams they are not moving Kevin Durant, per Shams Charania right now on NBA Today. Wow. Under 2 minutes to go. Under 2 minutes to go. You know what to do. Spam Brad in the comment section down below. Let's see if he makes a move. Spam Brad down below. Let's see if he makes a move. A minute and 20 seconds left. Brad Stevens, where you at? I wonder if you could sign Lonnie Walker on the buyout market. I don't really... Come on, Brad. Brad's got 60 seconds. Let's go. 60 seconds to go. Oh, gosh. This is nerve-wracking. Sub if you guys want the Celtics to make a move. Ethan Gaming, Muad, Edwin, E-Money, Cat, Shar, Jerwin, Side, Sammy, Nick Howardson. All wanting Brad to make a move here. Last 20 seconds to go. Will he do something? L, Muad, Michael, Derek, Drake. Dude, I can't stop looking at my phone. I can't stop looking at my phone. 1. Is that the end of the deadline? Oh, wait, just a couple extra minutes here. Be sure to take off that clock, too. The deadline is over. That's it. No move by Brad Stevens. No move by Brad Stevens. We're good. We're good. Do we have questions in our mailbag and such? How many questions do we have? Do you mind telling me? All right. Got 6? Including those 2 super chats or no? Okay. The Pacers are trading for James Wiseman. Cash to the Toronto Raptors, sources tell ESPN. We'll wait a little bit here, yeah. All right, looks like Brad Stevens just salary dumped. Looks like the Celtics just salary dumped. That's it, with Jaden Springer. Well, wait, though. Kevin Durant not traded. Durant is a Phoenix Sun for the rest of the year. KD is a Phoenix Sun for the rest of the year. Whew, all right. Now just a race to the finish line. Now it's just a race to the finish line. I wonder if when we'll know like buyout people. All right, let me create 2 weigh-ins here for you. All right, I'll make a new weigh-in here. Make 2 new weigh-ins for you. Grade the Boston. Grade the Celtics. Trade deadline. A, B, C, D, or F. And then should Boston add players in the buyout market? Let's see. All right. Okay. All right, I moved over those weigh-ins. Those aren't in the emergency weigh-ins either. All right, let me tell you guys one more time before we hop into our mailbag about our sponsor on today's show, and that'll be Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. If you guys aren't playing Prize Picks, what are you doing? It's super easy. It's actually the easiest part of my day. All you guys have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and that's how you guys can win up to 1,000 times your money. You guys can pick for basketball, football, baseball, soccer, hockey, numerous sports, collegiate, and professional for each sports fan out there. Not to mention right now, the big game is right around the corner. So if you guys want to go on ahead and take this fantastic promotion that Prize Picks is offering you, go on ahead and download the app. Prize Picks is giving a free pick if you think Patrick Mahomes will have 1 passing yard. Patrick Mahomes, very, very good at the sport of football. So this is an almost guaranteed win. 99.9% guaranteed win for you guys to score big on the big game. One more game left here in the season. I want you guys to take advantage of it. So go on ahead and download the Prize Picks app. When you guys get there, pick more or less on a player's projected stats. That's how you guys can win up to 1,000 times your money. To get started today, all you guys have to do is just download the Prize Picks app, create an account, and use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. All right. Celtics ended up not making a trade by the deadline other than the Jaden Springer trade, which they did make a few days ago. But other than that, did not make anything else. All right, so go on ahead, hit that sub button for me, and then when Lopez is ready to go, we can go on ahead and hop into our first question here on the mailbag. For our mailbag? No, I would just rather just go into the questions. Do you mind if I see the questions here real quick? Perfect. Would we start with the super chats? Start with the super chats. Those always go first. Perfect. Just be sure to put some trades at the top, just so we don't have that blank space up there. Yeah, so you can just put like the more recent trades or anything like that up there. I think that'll be good. And then if we get a question, like I know we have a question in there about the Cavs, you can put that Cavs trade up there and stuff. And then I think we should be good to go. Alrighty, we are ready to run our mailbag if you guys are. So feel free to stick around, like the video, hit that sub button. Let's go on ahead and jump in here to our first question. Actually, I'm sorry. Can you open with me full screen? Yeah, give me like a little bit of an intro here. Open with me full screen. Yeah, it'll be Prize Picks. And then, let's see if we have... Will you do the L3 that says, now Celtics News and Rumors? And put my name badge in the middle? Please. All right, we are ready now for the mailbag. So let's go on ahead and then we'll just take up this screen once it's done. Okay, let's go on ahead and get started here. What's going on, Celtics fans? Welcome into Celtics Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Allie Barefoot, and on today's episode, we're going to be breaking down your reactions to the lack of moves from Brad Stevens by the NBA trade deadline. Of course, he did make one trade. He did trade Jaden Springer to the Houston Rockets on Wednesday of this week in exchange for some draft picks. He did this to kind of shed some salary and really work on lowering the tax apron. Other than that, Brad Stevens stayed stagnant at the deadline, but not all NBA teams did. Let's hop into our first question here coming in from Nicholas Howerton. Celtics, even if Brad Stevens doesn't make a trade, do you think the Celtics are in dire need to make a trade? I do not, at least not for this year. I think the Boston Celtics have a beautiful lineup in terms of they played over more than 150 games together. Every other roster in the NBA will now have to adjust. They have to adjust the trades that came in, the trades that went out. So the Celtics do have an upper hand because they know the system. They know how to play with these guys. It's going to take some teams at least a month to find their rhythm with the new players that have entered and the new players and the old players that have left. If we want to talk about possible trades in the offseason, we can make a different video for that moving forward. Celtic City. I see it's the Western Conference teams making a majority of moves. Do you think it actually benefits Boston because we only see some of the Western Conference team about 1 to 2 times a year? I think there are pros and there are cons. For example, Caleb Martin, no longer in the Eastern Conference. He's now with the Dallas Mavericks. Jimmy Butler, no longer with the Miami Heat. He is now with the Golden State Warriors. Chris Middleton, no longer with the Milwaukee Bucks. He is now with the Washington Wizards, which doesn't make him as lethal to Boston when he was with the Bucks. So there are several players that moved around that have typically been known to be Celtics killers. But I also think in the Western Conference, when you make moves the way that the Lakers did, adding Luka Doncic, adding Mark Williams, I do think that this makes for a tougher series if you were to go head-to-head with the Thunder, the Lakers, somebody in the Western Conference that's kind of known to give us a tough time, and the Lakers have beat us this year. So I think there's pros and cons to the Western Conference team making a lot of moves, but it will matter in the finals if the Celtics do get there again. Wolf Shark Kid coming in here. Celtics, by not making any trades, what changes to the lineup they're going to make. I don't think the Boston Celtics really need to do anything. I think we still have one of the best rosters in the NBA. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis. Obviously, Al Horford comes off the bench. Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard proving to be some of the best bench players in the NBA as well. So I think you keep the lineup the same. And once again, if things need to change, if we don't make it to the finals or we don't win back-to-back, then we make videos about that later on down the road. KW coming in here. One of my favorite questions on today's mailbag. How does DeAndre Hunter change the Cleveland Cavaliers? This is where it starts to get a little bit spicy from the Cavs. Yes, we did just beat the Cavaliers, but we have won twice against them this season and lost one. I think DeAndre Hunter, fully healthy, makes the Cleveland Cavaliers a lot scarier. This is somebody that can potentially really hurt the Celtics down the road in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I also did see this tweet here earlier this season that they say that DeAndre Hunter is going to be dominant against the Celtics. Keep in mind, in 12 games that Jason Tatum has played against DeAndre Hunter, he has scored 27.8 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. That's what he averages playing against DeAndre Hunter. Once again, I still think we have the most stacked roster in the NBA, but do not get it twisted. This does make the Cleveland Cavaliers a bit scarier to me in a 7-game series. Fortune 5 with the final question before I ask you guys. My first question of our mailbag is, #Celtics, now that we are halfway through the season, how do you see the Celtics in the second half? I actually think we're starting to hit our stride a little bit better in the second half of the season. We got Kristaps Porzingis back. He's playing some of his best ball right now. Derek White seems to be out of his slump. Holiday is getting over some injuries. Sam Hauser and Pritchard are getting back to being a little bit more consistent. Tatum taking over. I think this is where we really start to thrive. I think what's going to benefit the Celtics the most is the All-Star weekend. I think this team needs a break. Just a break away from ball. I know that Tatum and Brown will be playing in the All-Star weekend, but other than that, you might just need to rest. And I do think that this next half of the season, because like I said, every other team in the NBA now has to adjust. The Celtics don't. And we can use that moving forward. So grade the Celtics trade deadline. A, B, C, D, or F. The only move that we made was Jaden Springer to the Rockets for a draft pick. We added no players to the roster this year. Let me go ahead and tell you guys real quick about our sponsor, and that is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. I'm playing Prize Picks every single weekend, and I want you guys to play with me as well. You can pick collegiate and professional players and teams, and that way you guys can test out your ball knowledge and try and win some cash. All you guys have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. That's right, up to 1,000 times your money. And the big game is happening this weekend. They're going to give you Patrick Mahomes to have 1 passing yard. Patrick Mahomes, this is an automatic guaranteed pick. So if you guys want an easy lock-in win, this is the pick I would choose. Obviously, take the more on this. So if you guys want to go on ahead and make your picks for the big game or any other regular season game moving forward for basketball, you can do so right now. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. That'll give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Download the app and be sure to go on ahead and test out your skills with over 10 million active users. Another question coming in here from Ethan Gaming. Do you think that Brad Stevens likes what he sees? Is that why he did not make a trade? Partially. Brad Stevens, in my opinion, I think is one of the best GMs in the NBA. He just won Executive of the Year 2 seasons ago, or maybe last season. Brad Stevens does have faith in his roster, and there were players that were probably untouchable to teams like a Sam Hauser or a Neemias Queta, a Luke Cornett. but I also think he did the best he could with what he could. The Celtics don't have any money to spend. We are so well over the luxury tax line that even if we did sign anybody, it would have had to have been for the vet minimum. But with giving up Jaden Springer, the Celtics now have 2 weeks to sign a 14th player to the roster. They can either convert two-way players like a Drew Peterson and a JD Davison, or they can sign a vet minimum guy still. So we'll have to look at the buyout market. We'll have to look at the two-way players, but Brad Stevens does need to add somebody because they got rid of Springer. You can't have 13 players on your roster. So we'll have to wait and see if Brad Stevens has anything else up his sleeve. But until then, if anything does happen, we'll talk about it right here on Celtics Today by Chat Sports. It'll be interesting, but I think we'll have to keep moving forward. Oh, look at that. What a fantastic question coming in here from yours truly. If you could have made an addition at the deadline, who would you have wanted? I probably would have wanted, obviously Walker Kessler was my top choice, but we kind of knew Walker Kessler was untouchable, but we still wanted to, at least see if it was possible to sweet talk Danny Ainge for a couple of draft picks. Gershon Yabusele was one that I liked and you guys liked a lot. A lot of articles recommended Eric Gordon and Taj Gibson. I think they're outdated. I think they're too old, but it just would have been a good depth veteran piece. And then Javonte Green was another player that I thought maybe Brad Stevens would bring back to Boston, but ultimately he just got rid of Jaden Springer, and that was the only move that he decided to make. Walker Kessler probably would have cost too much, and I think ultimately Utah Jazz said no to trading Walker Kessler. And Gershon Yabusele, we'll have to see if they even tried to go out and get the former Boston Celtic player as well. Nick Howardson, Holiday and White are a duo made in heaven on defense for the Celtics. Do you think the Celtics could recreate another duo in rim protection and joining KP in the paint? I would want to say that duo is Al Horford when we do go big, heavy lineups at Horford at the 4 and KP at the 5. But unfortunately, they don't really play together too much. And I think if the Celtics did want to add another center, I thought a Gershon Yabusele would have been a really good opportunity to have that kind of power. But right now, I think you're just looking for a strong, powered 4, which I think Jason Tatum is. So, yes, I do think that should be in the future if they decide to keep Kristaps Porzingis after the 2026 season. But overall, never underestimate Brad Stevens. He always has a move that is, one step ahead of where the Boston Celtics fans typically are, including myself. So, with that being said, Brad Stevens did not make a move by the NBA trade deadline in terms of adding any extra players from outside the Celtics franchise. They just let go of Jaden Springer. So other than that, it just looks like we're going to stay stagnant and see if the Celtics can end up trying to snag anybody moving forward here. Overall, I'm okay with standing put. Feel free to not ask that question. I can just verbally ask it. Should Boston add players in the buyout market? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys think Boston should add players in the buyout market? Type Y for yes, type in for no. We should have a video coming out pretty soon here on players available in the buyout market for the Boston Celtics, but we're going to have to wait and see what Brad Stevens decides to do. Nonetheless, thank you guys to everybody who tuned in and joined me here live for the NBA trade deadline. If you guys haven't already, go on ahead, hit that sub button for me. And as always, go Celtics.